Honorable Esosa Iyawe has called on federal government to adopt renewable energy in its ministries, departments, and agencies. The recommendation aimed at reducing the nation's energy expenses was presented during a session of the House of Assembly led by the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas. The motion highlighted the challenges of relying on fossil fuel like oil and gas, which had led to high operational costs in government offices. Honorable Iyawe stressed the need for a shift towards renewable energy, citing its cost-effectiveness, reliability, and environmental benefits.
Mr. Speaker, the House notes that over the years, Nigeria has grappled with unreliable power supply and has long been dependent on fossil fuel, primarily oil and gas, for its energy needs, thus contributing to substantial operational cost and consequent financial strain for various sectors, including general government ministries, departments, and agencies. The House also knows that countries across the world have diversified into sustainable power sources, which have proven to be cost-effective, more reliable, practical, safer, and sustainable. Mr. Speaker, the House is aware that according to reports, about 60 gigawatts of electric power obtainable from renewable energy sources will enhance industrialization within the country to a very large extent. The House is concerned that in the midst of failing economy, Nigeria faces serious energy crisis, with many of the power plants in government facilities dilapidated, obsolete, unreliable, and in the state of disrepair, despite huge amounts budgeted annually for maintenance.
The House also raised concerns about the widespread use of diesel generators, which increase costs and contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. This practice is seen as a barrier to Nigeria's plan to cut carbon emissions by 20% by 2030. Honorable Iyawe emphasized that adopting renewable energy would lower expenses, boost energy reliability, and align with global climate goals. The lawmakers urged the federal government to make this transition a priority, particularly in MDAs and schools.
The House is also concerned that the reliance on diesel generators not only elevates operational costs and drains the nation's financial resources, but contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, thus undermining Nigerians' commitment to reduce carbon emissions by 20% in 2030. The House is cognizant that utilization of renewable energy will reduce operational costs, enhance energy security, and align with global climate commitments. Hence, the federal government ought to take immediate steps to adopt the use of renewable energy, especially in MDAs as well as schools. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves to urge the federal government to immediately adopt the use of renewable energy solutions in its ministries, departments, and agencies in order to reduce the expenditure on energy in the country's annual budget. The House also urges all MDAs to patronize Renewable Energy Developers Association of Nigeria for procurement. The House mandates the Committee on Renewable Energy to ensure implementation. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
The motion received unanimous support during a voice vote, and the Speaker directed the Committee on Renewable Energy to oversee its implementation. Irene Ejoba, PFM TV News.